Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys some Ultra League battles and part 2 of the 8 wins, 2 losses team in the Ultra League. If you guys do enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on, for that will help the channel so much. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, and once again, we'll really help the channel alive if you guys did consider showing your support. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. For the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon was a Charizard. Charizard is a fire and flying type Pokemon, and water types will be doing super effective damage against fire types. So because of that, my opponent did make a swap out into Breloom to counter my Walrein. Since Walrein is a grass and ice type Pokemon, Breloom will fully counter my Walrein because Breloom is a fighting and grass type Pokemon. So we do get a really good farm down from that Breloom. We did sadly have to use a shield, but that is still okay since we do have a Blast Flame charged up. Blast Flame is a really strong charge move, fire type charge move, and it will really be doing once again so much damage against people. So my opponent does make a swap out into Clefable. He did throw in a shield for my Blast Flame from my Blaziken. So I am going to make a swap out into Tangrowth to preserve some of my Walrein's health, because Walrein will be my only counter against that Charizard. My opponent did decide to make a swap out into that Charizard, but since I did have a good amount of energy charged up to my Rock Slide will be insta-fainting him even with max health, and boom, Rock Slide does go through. It did insta-faint him because Rock Slide will be doing double super effective damage due to Charizard being a fire and flying type Pokemon. Rock types are super effective against both fire and flying types, so that will be causing double super effective damage to happen. My opponent does throw in a charge move right here, but as you guys can see, his Clefable is really low, so it does allow us to win the first round and give to my opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Kyogre. Kyogre is an only water type Pokemon, and both of us will be doing not very effective damage with our water attacks. I do not have to shield any of his attacks because Blizzard, Hydro Pump, Surf will all be doing not very effective damage. But he may not know that my Walrein does have Earthquake. He may assume that I do have Blizzard instead of Earthquake, and Earthquake is a ground type charge move. Ground types will be doing neutral damage against that, against him. So Earthquake does go through here. So Kyogre was very close to fainting him. He was really low health from that Earthquake, so that was really nice. We did not see a shield go through because of that. So my opponent does make a swap out into Togekiss. Togekiss is a fairy and flying type Pokemon, so I am going to make a swap out into my Tangrowth. Togekiss will be doing heavy neutral damage against my Blaziken because of his fast move. His fast move is Charm. Charm is a fairy type fast move. Fairy types will be doing super effective damage against fighting types, not very effective damage against fire types. That does cause neutral damage to happen against my Blaziken. So because of that, I did make a swap out into Tangrowth. I do have to throw in a shield here because all of Togekiss's charge moves will be doing a lot of damage. Dazzling Gleam will be doing a lot of neutral damage. Flamethrower, Aerial Ace will also be doing super effective damage, and Ancient Power is the only move that will be doing not very effective damage. So my opponent does make a swap out into Latios. Latios is a dragon and psychic type Pokemon. So my Blast Burn and counter will be doing not very effective damage because Latios does fully counter or double resists all of my moves. So my final Pokemon is that Tangrowth. I did have a Rock Slide charged up, so that was very good. But I do not think that I will be able to win this. It seems like it. But Rock Slide will be doing heavy neutral damage against him. If I do get a really nice farm down onto him, although he will be countering my Grass type moves because of his Dragon type. Dragon types will be resisting Grass type moves. It was a Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw would have fainted my Tangrowth from the health that I am at. But his final Pokemon is that Togekiss. Togekiss is once again a fairy and flying type Pokemon. So this Rock Slide will instantly faint him from the health that he is at, allowing us to win the second round. A good game to our opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Empoleon. Empoleon is a water and steel type Pokemon, so both of us will be doing not very effective damage with our water type moves. My opponent does make a swap out into Leafeon. Leafeon is an only grass type Pokemon, so Blastburn will be instantly fainting even if he did have max health. Leafeon does have Razor Leaf, so his charge moves will be charging up very slowly. So Blastburn does go through, it does instantly faint him, and my opponent does make a swap out into Charizard. Charizard is a flying and fire type Pokemon, so he will be resisting my counters and blast burns, and his Dragon Claws will be doing neutral damage against him. I will not throw in a shield here because I may be able to survive, and it may allow us to get another blast burn off. Blast burn will instantly get him to half health. Even if he has max health, he will get him half health. I think Blast Rain does take a little bit more than 50%, so he does throw in a shield here. So he does take my Blast Rain down. He did get a really nice farm down on because of my Blaziken, so I do make a swap out into Wall Rain. If he does throw in a Blast Rain, it will be doing plenty of damage. It will also get my Wall Rain to half health, but it is only a Dragon Claw that would have done neutral damage, and my opponent does make a swap out into Empoleon. Empoleon is once again a steel and water type Pokemon, so this Earthquake will be doing super effective damage and instantly faints him even if he does have max health. But my opponent did decide to throw in a shield. Ground types are super effective and steel types, so I think he did guess I did have Earthquake, so I didn't make a swap out into Tangrowth. I did think that he was going to throw in a Drill Peck instead of a Hydro Cannon. Drill Peck is a flying type charge move. Flying types will be doing super effective damage against grass types. And my Vine Whip and Rock Slide will be doing very effective damage because of his steel type. And Vine Whip will also be doing neutral damage because grass types are super effective against water types, not very effective against steel types. That will cause neutral damage to happen against his Empoleon. I am going to go for the very hard farm down on him so that I will be able to throw in a Rock Slide on his Charizard and instantly faint him because once again Rock types will be doing double super effective damage against Charizard, allowing us to win the third round. Good game to my opponent. For the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Muck. So this is an even start for us because Muck is a poison and dark type Pokemon. If my Earthquake does go through, then we will win this, but if it does not, it is a 50-50 chance. So my opponent does throw in his charge move first. It will be a Dark Pulse from how fast that he did get his charge moves. Sludge Bomb or Gunk Shout will have charged up slower by a lot. My opponent does throw in another charge move. The mistake I did here was actually shielding. If I did not shield, then my opponent did not have to mirror my shield since he would not have to worry about wasting it or not. And this is what caused my opponent to shield, I'm guessing, because of that. So my opponent did throw in a shield. Both of us are down by one shield, but Alolan Muck will be winning the one-on-one because he does have Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse does charge up very fast. So we do go down, and I am going to make a swap out to Blaziken, so I can be resisting those dark type charge moves since Dark Pulse will be doing other effective damage because of Blaziken's fighting types. And my counter will also be doing neutral damage against him since fighting types do not very effective damage against poison types, but super effective damage against dark types. So his Muck does go down. We do get a good amount of energy off. And my opponent's second Pokemon is a Swampert. So this is very bad for us. If he does have a counter for grass types, then we are going to be losing this. So Genesect does come out actually Genesect is a bug and steel type Pokemon. He does have a bug type fast move, so this may be winnable. He does have Technoblast, probably. Technoblast will be doing super effective damage against my Tangrowth, and our Rock Slide are just pummeling through him. My opponent does have 1 shield left, so I do have to get to 3 Rock Slides before his Genesect does faint, and then I may have a chance against a Swampert. Once again, do keep in mind that I do have my Blaziken in the back, and Blast Burn is just such a strong charge move. Although Swampert will be double resisting fire types, Blast Burn is such a strong charge move. Once again, it will definitely get Swampert down to half health, or do more than 50% damage, 50% of his health. So Rock Slide does go through, Genesect does faint, and my opponent does make a swap into that Swampert. I am going to let his charge move go through right here. It will probably be a Hydro Cannon that we will be able to survive with enough health for Vine Whips to do a lot of damage, or to get him to half health. He is half health, so it is safe for my Blaziken to come out. Throw in the Blast Burn, and this will definitely faint him, allowing us to win the 3rd round, win. Good game to our opponent. For the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Gliscor. So Gliscor is a flying and ground type Pokemon, so this is a very good start for us because my Walrein does have Waterfall as his fast move. Waterfall will be doing super effective damage against him because Waterfall is a water type fast move. Water types are super effective against ground types, and once again, Gliscor is a ground and flying type Pokemon. So we are doing very good damage with our Waterfall, and my opponent is just spamming these Night Slashes onto my Walrein. We are able to take the damage fairly well, but it is still doing a good amount of damage. I do not have to throw in my Earthquake. I am just going to go for the very hard farm down. He has 2 more hits, so I do have to throw in a shield here because Night Slash may actually faint me. Night Slash may go through it, and his fast move be able to farm me down, and we are down 1 shield here, but we do have an Earthquake charged up. My opponent's second Pokemon is a Giratina. Giratina is a dragon and ghost type Pokemon, so this Earthquake will be doing a lot of neutral damage against him. But Giratina is just such a strong, tanky Pokemon that Earthquake did not even get him to half health. I was very close to getting that second Earthquake, only 1 hit away, but the Giratina did get a very good farm down on to my because of my Walrein. And if my Rock Slide will be going through, then we may have a chance at winning this. Rock Slide will be doing neutral damage because Giratina is once again a dragon and ghost type Pokemon. We are taking these Dragon Claw hits fairly well as well. It will get us to half health, but my Rock Slide will also be able to faint him, or he may be low enough for one of my Pokemon to get a very nice farm down onto him. So my Rock Slide does charge up. We do get an excellent, but it is sadly not enough to even get a farm done onto him. He is doing very good damage against my whole team. I think Giratina is the main weakness against this team. Because Giratina is such a strong Pokemon. If you guys do have Walrein as a charge move, you may be able to get a Blizzard off and get a cheeky Blizzard off on any Dragon type Pokemon, because Dragon types may be the only type that will be countering this whole team. So we are down 2 shields. This is unwinnable, and my opponent's final Pokemon is actually an Obstagoon. If my Pokemon did do more damage against that Giratina, just a little more damage, so he didn't get to that Dragon Claw, then we would have won this. Look how low he is. He is 1 more hit before he does faint, but it does allow us to lose the 5th and final round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, so that will be the end of today's video. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.